All right, just because, putting my light away. Happy Monday. My Monday's over, and I had good intentions and good plans and all kinds of good things to say, but that's okay. That's all right. Just want to come back and say thank y'all for Monday. Happy Monday. Already down. All right, all right, all right. I promised I'd come back, so I was going to come back. But we only have a few minutes before Shop Mom's locking this place down. I got to go home and edit video tonight. I want to take a seat because it's been a long day. All right. So, if you were going to do a video, and it was going to have to be hour and a half long right now after 2.5 hours, would you break it up? Would you chop it all up and not give any info? Would you go ahead and make it long because you think that people need to know what's going on? Um, what would you do? I'm gonna go home and figure this out. I could use some help. Um, oh, I don't need to. We're looking at what are we doing here? What are we doing here? So, what would what would we do? Would we cut the video short just because I want to start closing everything up while we're working? While I'm working. What was so while you work? Mm, yeah. Okay. Talk to me. Somebody talk to me. All right. I'd break it up into. There you go. Hey, he's smoking a good cigar. Yeah, it actually is. All right. I had some. I'd break it up into bite-sized chunks. Part one, part two. All right. Good advice. And since it's the only advice, see, this is the thing. I started doing a video on. I'm gonna keep turning stuff off so that I don't get in trouble. So I don't get in trouble, but you know what I mean. So we can leave it in a decent amount of time. All right. So I started doing a video on. Thanks for all the time, David. Thank you for watching, because no one else is watching, and I'd do it for one person. So thank you, though. Thanks for watching. So the point was, I started doing a video on ring end gaps, and while doing the video on ring end gaps, I couldn't really go and do a video on ring end gaps if I didn't discuss how the ring end gap is affected by heat. So that I cut all that out of the video, and I have that video already out. Y'all can see it. It's my first start of the ring end gap one. So I talk about the different materials and the different pistons, how they put different heat in a cylinder, and how it affects ring end gap. So I got past that. The next video was how to check ring end gap properly. Set of Ford heads. 66 model Mustang restoration. We did hardened exhaust seats. Anyway, getting sidetracked on. I was looking at our own work and I was going, damn, that's pretty damn good. All right. So, thank you. The best machining and engine building. Thank you. Is there, we just need to hey, Straight Line Cycles, hey, how are you doing? Wait till we start doing your cylinder. I don't know about doing it live. But we are going to do some video. We will most definitely video that. All right. So where was I? I got the back locked up. Okay. So do we cut it up? I've cut it up so much so far. But maybe I'll. So I cut the video in what affects the ring end gap, and then I cut the video down to how to check your ring end gap. If the ring is not flat in the bore, people don't realize that just a thousandth or two at an angle will actually change the end gap. So there was my other video because I couldn't really go on how to cut the ring end gap. This video that I'm working on tonight, that I've broken down tonight, got it to an hour and a half. I don't think anybody's gonna watch an hour and a half video of how to cut ring end gaps. Why is it so long? Because I ran the camera while I cut ring end gaps. Ring end gaps really aren't a real quick and fancy, fast way to cut, doing it the old-fashioned way. I talked about using a file, then I talked about using a hand cutter. That's the video that I'm working on tonight. I could break it down into two 20-minute videos, two 30-minute videos. It's an hour and a half now. I just feel that if I cut too much out, then you want to see something pretty and fast forward and ring end gaps. And some of this stuff, how do you learn in 30 seconds? How do you learn in a minute? How do you learn in, so maybe that's good advice. This is the only advice that I got about the video is only one. And one thing I have learned is don't ask people for advice and then do whatever you want to do anyway. Don't insult people. Let the little tip of the day. If you ask people for their advice, take what they said and it meant something, right? You asked for their advice. No, what do y'all think? And then I'm gonna do what I want anyway. I just thought I'd ask what y'all think so that I could do something different. So far, the only advice that I have on the video is to cut it up into more bite-sized pieces. I'm doing it. I guess that's the thing, is to cut it into more bite-sized pieces. Alrighty then. What else are we doing? I guess that's it. I got my answer. Cut it into more bite-sized pieces. Sometimes it's best if you come to your local shopping point in a particular. I know. I wanted to. I've been working on this video for so long. I've been cutting, dissecting it, cut it, dissecting it. I want to get to the point. I want to stop rambling on. Good luck. But I want to have enough meat there that it really means something. There's a lot of videos out there just tell you really quickly in 30 seconds how to cut ring end gap. So that's the point. I want to still be relevant. I want to still be teach you something, or I want to show you something. You ain't looking at it here for this mug here. So I want to, not just cut it down to where you're not getting everything. Here's the next video. I haven't even started shooting yet, but since y'all are watching live, y'all are going to have a heads up on what the people don't know on the video that will drop tomorrow morning if I don't give up on it and just say, you know what, I'm going to come on at 7 in the morning live for a little bit, and then I don't have to do a video. Check this out. You ready? You ready? You ready? See my face? You see that? That's real. That's okay. Check this bad dude out. I need to put my camera right here and cut rings with this dude, but I can't teach y'all how to ride a motorcycle if I hadn't shown y'all how to ride a bike yet. So there is a cool type, but not all y'all have $1,000 to go buy a ring cutter, $900, $800 to get a ring cutter. If you do, I'll put a link on the bottom and you can get you a smoking deal. It's not about making money for me because that's my business model. I don't really have. Why you use a certain method for a job is a different method, and you use a different method for something. Yeah, so I'd rather do a video correctly so one person learns something. I don't care if I'm not trying to hit 100 numbers or whatever the YouTube algorithms go and all of that and be a YouTube sensation. That ain't gonna happen. But if one or two of y'all will get out there and start doing machine work, if you just do your own, that's fine. If one of you out there and start to open up a shop and start doing some machine work, we could most definitely use, and it don't have to be young, and it don't have to be a man. It can be a woman, it can be a child. If they can I say it all the time, we can put a monkey up in space, we can most definitely build an engine. And I'm not calling machinists monkeys. Alrighty then, that being said, I got some inspiration now. Y'all inspired me now to go home, wash up, and get to editing a video. It's going to be analog, not this nice new electronic way. We'll do that a little bit later. It's going to be just cranking it by hand. I'll break it down to two, or I'll make it one 30, 40-minute video and just really, I'll fast forward to me just sitting there cranking. Well, I don't know. I still don't know what I'm going to do, but I am going to take your advice. That I'm doing. Alrighty then. Well, we'll see you. I may even come on tomorrow and be shop. Tip of the day. It'll be once a day. You're gonna see my mug. Then you're gonna go, wow, why did I hit that subscribe? If it's too many tips of the day, tell me, and I'll once a week. How's that? All right. I think we're ready to go. Anything else? I don't want to get in their shop, Mom, and get in trouble.
You're always in trouble.
A little sneak peek of.
Stop it. Stop it.
Okay. All righty. She didn't want to. She doesn't want to go there. But all right. I've heard a lot of people say hi, shop, Mom. Yes, yes, yes. She just called you. Yes. Well, we know. Here's the front. Is it 5 yet?
It is 4:54.
454. We like 454s. We do like 454s. So, thank you for sharing with us the vast knowledge. I love sure. Thank you for liking my sharing of the vast knowledge. And remember, I'm gonna put that down there, right there. We're always in training. Every day we're in training. If you think you know everything, then you've already learned everything. So there's not much. Your life is done. You're the master of the world. If you're not learning something every day, then man, I learn something every day. I learned that I can hit that button and I know how to turn it on and off now. See, so I'm in training. Thank you, Danny Lister. Thanks. Child Mom said I still have 5 or 10 minutes, so I'm gonna enjoy my cigar. What else we got? Oh, I did have a good. One of y'all asked a good question Friday. You have a good question?
No, I have all the answers.
You have all the answers.
No.
Come over here behind me.
No.
Come in front of me. Alrighty then. So somebody did have a good question that I think I need to bring up on something more a serious note. Is on buying a rebuilt motor, buying a crate motor, what to do. And I answered, no, go buy a junkyard motor. I need to really get into that more so that it's
Yes.
just not.
Yes.
Did you understand why I mean this? I'm not harping
what
down.
are the pros and cons of each avenue that you could pursue?
And what would you say?
Well, a lot of it depends on what's the budget. What is the time constraint? If it's a daily driver, in that instance, I might suggest buying an engine from the junkyard out of a wrecked vehicle. If it is a project and I have unlimited time and money, I'm going to find somebody like you.
Well, you did.
No, I found you long before I knew anything about this.
Yeah,
No. A reman is one that is appropriate for certain people in as much as they're going to have like the CarQuest one that they sell. 3-year unlimited mileage warranty. And for somebody, that might be the most important consideration is our warranty. Now, the problem with warranties is they don't typically cover the labor costs. They're not going to cover your fluid costs. That can become a financial constraint down the road as well. But each of them has an appropriate place in the business.
All right. Then I was told to use Type F in my Kawasaki 25 crankcase.
Yeah.
Is that good? That actually is good. What it is the Type F is because there's clutches in there, and the Type F actually is for Type F, but it's high friction. A lot of racers even use Type F in a Chevy transmission. You can't use it. Don't go out there and I heard Danny say put it in a Chevy transmission. It's when you start fresh with the set of racing clutches and but anyway, Type F is high friction fighting. So yeah,
You have a cat out there waiting for you.
I have a cat waiting outside that needs to be fed before we go home.
And a ride that's about to depart.
So, you've spoken about it briefly before from a machinist standpoint. What's more practical, rebuilding machine? On a Cummins.
Cummins.
Yes, ordering a new one. If you can get a new one or a rebuild from a quality rebuilder. On the diesel stuff, there is a lot of people out there that really have embraced it.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of quality rebuilders that are doing diesel stuff. It's always cheaper to buy than to fix. That doesn't mean that
diesel,
it's always better. It's always cheaper to buy than to fix. Hello, everybody. Roberto says hi.
Rigoberto. Hi, Rigoberto.
All right, we're saying hi as we're checking out. We're just trying to get our minute.
Porque tengo que ir a la casa.
Tenemos que ir para la casa. All right. So, hi, Roberto.
Rigoberto.
Rigoberto. Don't want to miss your ride. I don't want to miss my wait, so thank you. So I thank everybody for this little improv. I like to do a tip of the day, just a
He's going to be on here all the time because you people are feeding his habit.
It's easier than editing. It's easier than filming, going home, and editing.
The interaction is actually pretty cool.
And the interaction is actually pretty cool. That's all I care about is interaction.
Yeah, you just want people to tell you how cool you are.
No, that's not what I was
And you
talking
can't
about.
get that
I was
from
talking about the interaction.
You can't get that from your wife, can you? No, your wife won't tell you how cool you are.
All right, no. All right.
See how that goes?
Yeah, that goes. All right, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to use my little finger here.
And we're going to say peace and assembly grease.
Peace and assembly grease to everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Straight Line Psychos, Ted, Charles, Nutty Buddy, Wade, everybody. Thanks for coming on over to my side of the world. And, thank you, thank you, thank you. Peace and assembly grease, all the live content. I may just go live and never go video again. I don't mind. And I'd actually, once wanted, I'm getting carried away. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Danny. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, everybody. We will see you out. You're going to look for me tomorrow. Oh, somebody did ask, how did they find out? Because afterwards, I shared it to Facebook. So somebody wasn't getting notified. So the advice was to come over to YouTube and subscribe, and you'll get notified. Because once I film this, once it loads, blah, 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 whenever I remember, I go to Facebook, and then I share it. I just started doing that. So I would probably be my own best person if I knew how to do my own links and stuff. Anyway, we'll see you. Peace and assembly grease. We're going home. Going to go work on some videos. Going to feed the cat. Love y'all. We will see you maybe tomorrow. Possibly tomorrow. All right. See you. Bye.